Former Prime Minister Imran Khan, held a really good power show, I'd say. He gathered a lot of crowd, not only from Punjab, but people had just come for his support all the way from Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. It was quite apparent that Imran Khan wanted to give a very loud and clear message that it's not happening the way that I want it to. I'm going to change my style and still have it my way. And therefore, we see that he has decided to dissolve the assemblies of Gilgit-Baltistan, of Azad Kashmir, of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, of Punjab Assembly, where Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf's government is in place. Now, that is such a big, I'd say, step to do, because he initially, after his vote of no confidence, his demands were not met for the past 7 months. He's been rallying around. He wanted early election date, which did not happen. He wanted his say in the appointment of the army chief, which did not happen. He wanted the resignation of chief election commissioner. That didn't happen. And so the government was trying to celebrate that, despite the fact that he's been holding large public rallies, there's nothing that he's going to crack out of it. And that's what they were celebrating. But today, what Imran Khan has just announced in his speech in Rawalpindi, and do you remember that he had always spoken about a cornered tiger, and I think that's how he has behaved. Now the ball is in the court of the PDM government. What are they going to do? Because this is a very interesting thing. In National Assembly, Tehreek-e-Insaf says that they have submitted the resignations. However, the present government was unable to hold by-elections completely on all the seats that have been vacated by PTI. They did try to hold elections, but only on a phase-wise resignation that they had accepted from 11 seats, and that too they chose after a lot of deliberations, keeping in mind that those were the seats that Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf had barely won. So they thought they are going to win, but PTI won those seats. Imran Khan himself, contested the elections from those seats. So will the government now hold by-elections, or would they decide to go for a general election? Would Zardari Saab agree to dissolve the Sindh Assembly? That's a big question also. How are things going to shape up? Is this going to settle all the political instability, or is it going to create more? There's another thing. I'm just commenting right now on the speech that just happened. There are people who say that this could also be a part of a deal that has, or an understanding that has been struck between all the stakeholders, that the government didn't want to announce or, bow down to Imran Khan's demand. And so they did not announce any kind of election dates. The only way out could be if Imran Khan decides to dissolve the assembly. And they had been saying it earlier, that if you really want the early elections, why don't you just dissolve those provincial assemblies, which Imran Khan has just announced. So I think we may be heading towards general elections, or if PDM decides to think something else, it could be something different. However, if you take an overview of why the PDM didn't want an election happening early, more than ego, I think it would be because PMLN right now is in the line of fire. The inflation rate, what happened yesterday, the discount rate has also been increased to 16%. The economic conditions are quite challenging for Pakistan, and for this government also to handle those conditions. In such a scenario, going in for general elections, would it be fruitful for PMLN? Only time can tell, and that too before the PMLN Supremo coming back to Pakistan, which we heard that Nawaz Sharif will land in Pakistan. He's going to lead the election campaign. Let's see what the reaction of the government and different political parties involved in PDM is like. But right now, I'd say that Imran Khan has really bowled out everyone.